Safe with You, Chapter 1. Now, I'm just warning you, I'm not the best reader of people. I'm not like a professional reader or anything, but here we go. Chapter 1. I just don't understand what it is that I did wrong. Sure, maybe everything happened very suddenly, but is that such a bad thing? I just want her to at least text me or call me. I know we're both busy with our separate tours and everything. We both got very, very hectic lifestyles. But I thought, oh, never mind. I was clearly wrong. I usually am. Especially when it comes to this kind of thing. It's sort of my forte. I wish it wasn't, but it is, and I had to deal with it. But something really felt different this time. I could have sworn everything was real, everything was genuine, but because I'm me, I'm wrong. I'm of course referring to Joanne. Who else would I be talking about? Nothing of significance happened with anybody else. Wait, I never told you, did I? Well, you see, me and Joanne, it was at the Strictly final. It wasn't planned, not in the slightest. Neither of us expected it in any way. And it happened. I'm sorry, I just can't say. I don't know what to feel about it. I know how I felt, but it's changed slightly. We haven't had any formal contact since it happened. I've tried to reach out to her, but she just won't reply. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. I'm only at my apartment. I'm packing a few clothes into my case. I need to rip it up. I leave in a few days. I'm planning on visiting Joanne then. The studio we'll be rehearsing in isn't that far from the studio Flashdance will be using. And if I turn up to her, she'll have no choice but to speak to me. That's all I want. A grown-up conversation about our situation to resolve everything. I don't want it to be awkward between us forever. It's pointless to let things escalate that far, but if I don't go and see her, things may go that far. They probably would. That's why we need to talk. We just have to. Otherwise, we may never speak to anyone. Otherwise, we may never speak to one another again, which I desperately don't want to happen. I miss her. I don't care if that sounds corny or cliche, but I do. I really, really miss talking to her. She'd always listen to what I have to say, and she always knows the right thing to say to me and when to say it. I don't have many people like that in my life. As a matter of fact, Joanne was the first person like that for me. I hear a knock at the front door. I haven't invited anyone, so I don't know who it is. I'm slightly annoyed. Every time I try to think about Jo and what to say when I meet with her, something has to interrupt it. It's almost like a sign from the almighty power above. Although, I must admit, with the way my life is going, I'm unsure if there is one. If it is a sign, who's to say I have to go along with it? I'm thinking about I don't even know what our status is. Friend? No idea. But either way, there's nothing wrong with it. I walk over to my apartment door and open it. It's AJ. Oh God, just why? I can't deal with this right now. There's too much going on. It's nothing against AJ. He's a lovely young man, but knowing him, what he's probably about to do will show you exactly why I'm not jumping for joy over his arrival. Hey Natalie, he says, putting on a voice. I think he's attempting to sound sexy. Not working. AJ, I'm really sorry, but now's not a good time. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. It won't take long. It's just that I heard about this new restaurant in the city. How about me and you go together one night? Like a date? He asked, still in his trying to be sexy voice. Well, crap. He did it. He asked me out. What's that now? The 55,638th attempt? That's most likely an understatement. It's been so many more times than that measly figure. I just don't understand it. He's been asking me out ever since we met, and every time I say no. I'm friends with him, of course I am. He's a gentleman and a phenomenal dancer. One of the best professional dancers in my opinion. But he's just not my type. I don't feel anything towards him in that way. I can't help it. Not to mention that I'm 37 and he's 22. It's a 15-year difference. I am genuinely old enough to be his mother. I don't want to feel old yet. Don't get me wrong, I don't think age should interfere with love. If two people love each other, then they should be allowed a relationship, regardless of a stupid number. But I don't love AJ like that, so the age thing becomes just another reason. I don't want to yell at him because he's always polite to me. If any of the other pros like Oksana or Katja say anything against me, he's always the first to stand up for me. He's never once pushed me to go on a date with him after I rejected him. He's not once been bitter about me not being interested. Besides, he's actually really good company. He's a pleasant human to talk to. I wouldn't want him out of my life. I do really like him. I'm simply not romantically or sexually attracted to him, that's all. So here comes attempt number 500,000 to get him to realise that I want nothing more than his friendship. I appreciate the gesture, I do, but AJ, I've told you before, I'm not interested in being your girlfriend, alright? I let him down, gently. I don't want to upset him. I'm not asking you to be, it's only a date, see what happens from there, he says. He's determined, I'll give him that. But then again, thinking about it, it's probably more tenacity opposed to determination right now. AJ, how many times have you asked me out now? I like you, I think you're great, but that doesn't mean that I want to date you, I say, slightly more blunt. He puts on a half smile and sighs. Fine, I'm sorry, he apologises. It's okay, you're a decent guy, which is more than can be said for so many people. You'll make someone very happy one day, but it just won't be me, I explain, trying to be kind. Thanks, Natalie. You're just gorgeous and talented, kind, funny, intelligent. What can I say? I really like you, he says, surprisingly heartfelt. I don't know what I'm supposed to say to that. I kind of just stand there awkwardly, waiting for him to say or do something to move along the uncomfortable silence between us. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I'll go. Sorry again. He breaks the quiet, somewhat defeated. He walks out of my apartment. I feel really bad. He clearly likes me, and I like him. It's just not like, ugh, this is so frustrating. Why me? Why couldn't he crush on someone like, I don't know, Darcy Bustle? Actually, no. Forget I ever said that. Just for simplicity, why couldn't he crush on Chloe? There. That sounds less weird. I walk into my bedroom and check my phone. I'm a little disheartened, to be honest. I've still got nothing from Joanne. Perhaps I should give her up? No, not after what happened at the Strictly Finals. I need to see her, and I will. I just need to wait a few days. Then I can tell her what I truly feel about the whole thing. Chapter 1 done. So I'll be back soon with more parts. There's going to be 20 parts in this audiobook. It's 20 chapters long. So I hope that you enjoy this and look forward to the next parts. Bye guys!